Trying to get to you when you're on the low. Trying to get to you when it's on the line. Had enough, had enough, had enough. Trying to tell you that it's time to give it up. Trying to tell you that you're never gonna shine. It's enough, it's enough, it's enough. But when you're going down, falling to your knees, it's time to believe. Rise up, rise up, rise up, rise up. No matter how it hurts, you're gonna let it bleed. No matter how you feel. Rise up, rise up, rise up. When you've had enough, when the crowd gets rough, gotta stand up straight, gonna rise like a champion. When your cloud goes dark, when you lose your heart, gotta stand up straight, gonna rise like a champion. Cause we all walk to the same beat, and from town to town feel like giving in. Had enough, had enough, had enough. No matter how it hurts, you're gonna let it bleed. No matter how you feel. Rise up, rise up, rise up. When you've had enough, when the crowd gets rough, gotta stand up straight, gonna rise like a champion. When your cloud goes dark, when you lose your heart, gotta stand up straight, gonna rise like a champion. When you're looking for a place to heal it, searching for a rhyme and reason, just stand up, stand up, stand up. We're all gonna take a beating, and I said it was gonna be easy. So rise up, rise up, rise up. When you've had enough, when the crowd gets rough, gotta stand up straight, gonna rise like a champion. When your cloud goes dark, when you lose your heart, gotta stand up straight, gonna rise like a champion.
Hello, hello. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Probably not. All right, hold on 1 minute, guys. Let me get this together. Probably not. All right, hold on 1 minute, guys. Hi. Anyway. All right, I think I went live early. I was supposed to go on at 2:30. Hi. I was supposed to come on at 2:30. I'm working on my intro and outro for the video. It's kind of a little frustrating in my aspect of the woods. I'll get into it and then I'll just not get into it, and then I get into it, then I don't get into it. So give me 1 minute. I'm going to figure out if this person is coming on. So I was watching a live earlier, and it's an old live. It's back in April. Um, there's a couple of my videos getting taken down. Um, it keeps blocking my stuff. So listen, I'm gonna explain this and explain it well. When I watched this live earlier, and it was around the time that me and the group that I'm like having drama with or whatever, I see their issue now. So if they are watching, they know who I'm talking about. Um, so it's all ass backwards. Let's put it this way with the drama that I have, that video and stuff that I was watching, and I'm watching it and I'm hearing it, and I'm fucking baffled. And it's from April. And around this time in April, I had all that shit going on with me, health wise and mentally and shit at my home. That's around the time I started shutting my channel down. I started not going doing lives. I was done with the drama. I walked away from it. I unmodded everyone, and then mod new people, and then unmodded, and then modded. I was all over the place. And it had nothing to do, again, with Dorothy or Natasha. Teresa went on Natasha's live yesterday and explained that we don't do back scenes with Natasha or Dorothy. Dorothy is super sick. She's not, she's doing fine, but she's not, she's sick. And the thing is, this is how sick these people are that continue to carry on the bullshit. And again, I didn't have a problem with Candy, and I didn't have a problem with Dave. And it wasn't because of Dorothy. All right. I support who I support, and that's that. Like, there's nothing that no one can tell unless they want to pay for my Wi Fi or my phone bill or stuff like that. But the three F's, if they're not fucking me, feeding me, or, providing for me, what are their opinions? What can they do to take me down or Teresa down for spreading truth on what was going on? And there has been tons of threats based on if we did open our mouth and speak upon on things that were said or done or do. Um, Dave, you were my friend at one point, and I seen your disgusting behavior. And if you want my honest opinion, I don't want that. That's how I block people out. And with everything that was going on in my life at that moment, you or Candy or any of this shit that was going on had nothing. I didn't want a part of it. Everybody was in everyone's business. Everybody was running around like it's a Black Friday day through the supermarkets, and everybody was running around with their chicken like their head cut off. Who are they going to support? Who do they listen to? Who this? Who that? And I'm not about that. Okay. Um, Now, if I'm pushed against the wall and I feel like something needs to be said, something's going to be said. And there ain't nothing that someone can say for me not for me to say it. Like, it's my own life, it's my voice, and I can say whatever I want to say. Like everyone else does. And it's a bunch of hypocrites, in my opinion, because you're standing next to people that sits there and says one thing and do another. How do you think people, it's all human nature in a way that people attack? And I was cool when I first came back here. I was cool. Like, I was laid back. I didn't want the issues. I didn't care for them. And I have plenty of witnesses that I was that way. You know, someone would tell me something, and I'm like, no, not really. You know what I mean? Not. It's cool. Let them be. Let them be. And it was a constantly roller coaster. Um, I have some screenshots I want to show today. Because in the end of April and the beginning of May, it all started. Okay? They kept attacking me and Teresa and my husband real bad. And in the beginning of May, that's where I shut down. I erased everything, my about page, my mods. I unblocked everyone. That's how, when I came back around, Detective Turgum was in my chat. Because I just, unblocked everyone. So there's that. Like, I'm just gonna show you guys who the real Ginger is. You know what I mean? Because I'm already getting attacked in a way that both my videos that I have up, that had up, both of them got blocked. They got blocked from Russia, and that's the UK. And if I'm delusional and weird, but one of them are from the UK. One of them are from Russia. Um, and I had a threat saying if I continue to bring stuff up or bring a name up, that they're going to try to hurt me in every way possible. And this is how disgusting these people's behaviors are. And this is how foul. So I'm done. I'm not going to sit back and watch it. I'm not going to sit here and say, you know what? Nope. If they got truth, I got truth. And I'll just do them in bits. Right? Right, Dave? You said that you're going to get a hold of Granny and you're going to have her drag me and pull me apart in bits. Because there's people who's got that threat. Because the people that I know, they're my true friends. And because the situation, what I'm going through right now, it's none of your goddamn business. But I'm going through a rough patch in my life that my friends are stepping up and say, hey, Cassie, I got you. Here it is. You're not going to break me in bits. Because I'm so way fucking stronger than a grown-ass man, an old-ass man, is going to sit here and tell me, smoking out of his pipe, probably sitting in the boxers in front of 4 different computers and doing weird shit to themselves, coming after women. And you want to put other women on there to make yourself look better. You can talk about me and my husband all you want. But you told me, get off my fat ass and take care of my stepdaughter. Let me explain something, Dave. That's all I fucking do is take care of my stepdaughter. That's all I do. You don't have to tell me I'm a fat ass because I know that's me. So if you want to break it down to me and you want to tell people if they had any information on me, you want to put everyone on your panel and try to just demolish me for what? I don't understand. Like I said, I got this screenshot saying, Dave had no part in any of this. And the only reason why he's a part of anything is because he is a mod for Candy, he's a mod for Country Joe, and he's a mod somewhere else, I think. And that's how he knows he's involved. And then he goes emails talking about I email everyone. No, you email everyone, Dave. And you try to get into the mix. Again, Dave, you were once my fucking friend. But no, you wanted to jump in bed with other people and listen to them and then walk your ass with them so you could be a part of. Ginger, I don't know you from fucking Adam to Eve, okay? Before you came around, I was in Teresa's chat, and then you came around. And you know what? I never liked you since get-go. So it doesn't even matter how I feel about you, because you already know how I fucking feel about you. I'm not going to hold my tongue for anybody else anymore. It just doesn't work that way. So, all right, the floor is yours. That's all I had to say. I got some screenshots I can look up while you're talking of all the shit that Ginger says about me. And this is past shit. So they want to bring up past shit. I got them. That's all that matters to me. All right, go ahead. It's all you.
All right. Do you guys want to start with the threats first? Because I've got them. I'm going to play every one of them for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to start off by saying me and Cassie has been offline for I don't know how long. Yes, I was on Devoted Survivors panel, and we were wanting to make a truce. You guys stay on your side of the tracks. We'll stay on our side of the tracks. Don't talk about each other, and we'll be cool. Okay, well, Devoted Survivors saying, well, no, Teresa said that she wasn't going to do that. Well, I'm the one that made the agreement. Okay, so I have been all night. I have not been to sleep yet today. I've been all night coming up with my proof. And I've got the proof right here. And I'm going to play it for everyone. I'm not going to be able to see chat. So if I ask a question or something, if you don't mind, Cassie, if they answer, could you tell me what it was? But first off, is I want to know if you guys can hear this or not very good. This is the only way that I can play it right now because I haven't figured out how to transfer it to my computer yet, but I will. Okay, we're going to start off with the threats. I'll turn my phone up.
Which response you're gonna fucking get? Because believe me, you break this truce between us now, and I'm asking for a truce. I'll do the research. I'll bring on every single person who's ever backstabbed on panel to tell their story. And if no one comes into either your chat ever, you'll know why. Get the fuck off my stream now before you get booted. Because I'm getting pretty annoyed with the bullshit you two are coming out with in the chat.
Can you play that again? Sorry, I was getting coffee.
And tonight, the response you're gonna fucking get. Because believe me, you break this truce between us now, and I'm asking for a truce. I'll do the research. I'll bring on every single person who's ever backstabbed on panel to tell their story. And if no one comes into either your chat ever, you'll know why. Get the fuck off my stream now before you get booted. Because I'm getting you two are coming out with in the chat.
So that was when me and Teresa was in chat. I was in chat and I was just telling them back to back. Like, Dave, I never had an issue with you. Email me if you got a problem. I never.
Sorry.
It's okay. So he said he was going to try to do everything he can to get in my past, put it on his channel. Everyone that I backstab. That's a fucking list and a half if you're trying to go in my past. Because it made it seem like he was about to dig. He's about to dig real deep in my past. Are you the dumbest fuck because you live in the... And then he calls me an idiot. Teresa Smith and idiot Cassie, like... Why? Where the fuck have you... Like, where did you even come from? That's the main question. Dave was always the quiet one, always in chat and stuff, but... He came from somewhere. And now he's in all these chats and all these panels and all these places and making up bullshit to make him sound good, like he's sticking up for his friends. Not even around April-ish, the beginning of April, he was sitting there dogging everyone. So that threat right there, I don't give a fuck you in a different country or not. If you want to threaten me and put shit up on your channel and stuff, I'm going to do what you've been doing to my channel, right? It's just... men are disgusting. I can't stand them. Go ahead, Teresa.
Okay. Here's threat number 2.
You slack me down tonight. I hear about it. Yes.
I wish this was louder.
Take my videos. Okay, I'm successful. I'll put the word about before the parent. Because in this community, when you respect creators, person like you,
You can't hear it.
yeah, sure,
Okay.
you get respect back.
You gotta redo it. Sorry.
What's Dave?
Kimber. Yeah.
You step one out of it. Otherwise, I'm going to come back, and I'm going to come back like a ton of bricks on you. I'm going to make your life hell on these streets. That ain't a threat. That's a promise.
See, are you done? See, this is the thing. I don't know why he's so fucking mad. Why is he so mad, Teresa? I don't understand. Like, I sit here and I went over it in my head last night. Like, why is he so fucking mad for? I don't know if it's because of Candy. I don't know if it's because he had conversations with Ginger. But even with all this was going on, he didn't believe Ginger. He didn't believe them when he was my fucking friend. And all of a sudden, he wants to carry on and go with a bunch of women. It's weird. And nobody knows who the fuck he is. They only know him if they have seen him in Country Joe's because he's a mod. And he's a mod in Jewers. And then now Irish Crime with Jewer is a mod in Candies. And Dave's a mod in Candies. So that just tells you. You want to threaten my life. And he said, it's a promise. Like, for what? What have I done to you, Dave, so badly? To you personally, not your people, you. And he can't even answer that because he didn't answer it the morning when he was doing his live. All right, go ahead, Teresa.
Okay, I'm going to try to play the second one again because I turned it up.
Tell you that now. You slack me down tonight, and I hear about it. I'm going to break the chest will be the first person to come on my panel. Manic. I don't want my name being brought up. You try and play my videos, I'll strike you. I don't care if I'm successful or not. And I'll put the word about to avoid the pair of you. Because in this community, when you respect creators, and most of them I do, from Brittany to Jess to Jura, you get respect back. People start enjoying seeing you in the chat. Telling you that now. You slagged me down tonight, and I hear about it. I'm going to put the Jess.
Okay, it's playing over again.
To come on my panel. Manic. I don't want my name being brought up. You try and play my videos, I'll strike you. I don't care if I'm successful or not. And I'll put the word about to avoid the pair of you. Because in this community, when you respect creators, and most of them I do, from Brittany to Jess to Jura, you can respect back.
So he's going to all these creators, but when they did that 8-hour live with Jinder, she sat there and said, I do the behind the scenes. I go to every email and message people. I do these things. But he just literally told on himself that he was going to Granny. He was going to get Granny on panel, pull me to bits, drag me, and then go to other platforms. And then he said that he's going to go to another platform, and if anybody has any information on me or Teresa, to send to him so he can go on this other platform to talk shit. I don't know what his problem is, and I feel like this is awareness, and I feel like people and women and all this needs to be aware of this man, because this man came out of nowhere and just started talking shit. Hey, Jeannie. Hi, Renee. I'm trying to find the emails.
You want me to play the fourth one real quick while you do that?
Yeah. I'm trying. No, go ahead. You can play. I'm just trying to find the emails where I sent myself of.
You're not going to answer that question.
Go ahead.
He's going to bug off. Because you can't handle the heat. Because I'm telling you now, if you can't handle the heat now, you wait till I get through with you later. And I'm telling you, Manny, the best thing for you to do is, I know your hubby's unwell at the moment, is to go and look after him and your stepdaughter.
Can you pause right there?
When your hubby.
Yep.
So that's where I'm confused at, because he said, I know your hubby ain't feeling well, and you need to go take care of your hubby and your daughter. There is a situation in my life right now that my hubby's not doing well and I'm not doing well, right? It has nothing to do with drug addiction. It has nothing to do, it's just relationship issues, right? There is a little bird, and I know who it is. I think Teresa knows who it is, and a few others, that went and told him that I'm an active drug addict, and whatever, and that when I had my IBS attack, and I went live one day, and I think it was back in March or April. I think it was back in March when I had my IBS attack. And I said, well, it wasn't mostly like pooping or whatever. I know that sounds so weird, but I got to keep it real, I started shaking in cold sweats, hot sweats. I started throwing up constantly. And they said that was me having a withdrawal off of drugs. Or not they, this girl, Ginger, said that, it was a withdrawal of a drug addiction or I'm taking too many drugs. Hi, Lavina. So this is where I see who is talking to who, because Dave and Ginger has been close to each other for a very long time. And this is where I get confused because I don't even know what the fuck's going on. And I don't even know how they became friends. It had to do during April when the video I have of Candy, Dave, and Dorothy. And Dorothy went on there because Candy put in her description, "Hey, Manic, hey, Surviving the Storms, come up on panel." And I wasn't around this time. I was already done. I didn't go on YouTube. I was off YouTube. My channel was down. So when I watched it the first time today. And now I see why Dave and Candy is so pissed. Why are they so mad? And Dorothy is. We don't talk about YouTube shit. We never have. I might have talked about some issues that was going on with me with those screenshots, but that's about it. And they're mad at Teresa because she lingered those screenshots out to Dorothy.
Yeah,
To be
I leaked them.
saying, look, this is what's going on. This is why they're attacking Cassie and Thomas or Cassie or whatever at that time. Okay.
All right.
You hope he's back to full health. Come back to YouTube.
What I do in my life, Dave, is none of your fucking
I
concern.
want nothing to do with you. I want nothing to do with Teresa. The rest of, seriously, you're not going to answer that question? You're just going to bugger off? Because you can't handle the heat. Because I'm telling you now, if you can't handle the heat now, you wait till I get through with you later.
Okay, that was all of that one. We don't know where this guy came from. And to be honest, I think that he's mad because Cassie took their wrench. And I just want everyone to know that neither one of us has ever said a word about Candy Kisses. We don't even talk about her. So she shouldn't even be brought up in this. But he is mad because he got his wrench taken from Cassie. That's my opinion. And we're fixing to find out who's been sending him links. You ready, Cassie?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out where these.
Okay.
I got them.
Huh?
I got all the. Remember, I had those screenshots. They were over 320 screenshots, and Teresa only she only had this was the time that me and Teresa was fighting, and I have over 320. It's exaggeration, but I have a lot of screenshots between her and Ginger, And in 2 days, I think Teresa only had like 60. Ginger had over 150 screenshots talking about me. And then when Teresa reached out to me around April, I think it was April, Teresa reached out to me, the only one that fucking reached out to me. I seen who talked more shit, who egged on the fucking chat, who did this, who did that. And everything that Teresa was telling me, you know, even when she said her part and what her part was played in, I seen it. It all came in puzzles together. Each one of them.
All the pieces fit, huh?
Go ahead, you can play. I'm trying to find it.
Okay. This is him and Ginger talking.
But did you obviously you know about Teresa going out on Vivian's panel?
Yeah.
Yeah, she couldn't even get my name right.
What did you say? It was that Dave,
Kemo or something.
she said Dave Bomber, Dave Bomber.
Yeah, but somebody went, well, I saw some of the video. Somebody showed me sent me a link to the video and gave me like a timestamp. I mean, they're both as dense as each other, really. But it just irritates me that she's got the gall to make you and 70 Run look like you're the and Turtle as well, you know, to make you look like.
Okay, let me go to the next part on this. I'm fixing to show you guys Ginger's true colors.
And hold on. So the one when it's just Dave, that happened. Here, pause it. The one with Dave by himself was yesterday morning. And
yes,
this one being played was from last week, when it was him and Ginger by themselves on an 8-hour panel. And this is the one I keep talking about, where this is how this shit starts keep rolling, because this is where Dave put his foot in a way, be like, all right, what happened? Where's this? And it ain't about taking sides of the story, because if you're taking sides of the story, you don't just go with one side and pick a struggle and be like, this is where I'm setting in. No, you guys had the conversations for a very fucking long time. You know why? Because Ginger and Dave, you guys have something in common, and that's fucking me. Dave, you have never liked Teresa. I still have my panel for 4 hours that you were sitting on, just talking shit about Teresa. So again, you just fit in where you want to fit in with a bunch of fucking women, and it's sick. Same goes a lot of men that's on this fucking YouTube. All right, go ahead.
He's a scapegoat. And yet, from what I'm hearing, she's the one that goes around talking shite about everyone. And then she records everyone.
Yeah. I mean, I don't understand it because I just don't understand it. How people are like that. I don't get it. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised, or we shouldn't be surprised at all. But, I mean, and that's the sad thing. It's like everybody's off doing their own thing, you know? Everybody's off doing their own thing, working on their channels. Nobody from...
You're the bad one and she's...
okay. I don't know who I was in there, but whenever I was on Natasha's
around. I just started when she played that video. 3 weeks ago to a month, that's when I came back and said to my supporters, like, hey, this is why I've been gone. And I think I brought her up 1 or 2 times because she's part of my story. I guess that's from her talking shit. Not even 2-3 days later, she's on Mama Knows Best. And here she is right now going live talking about me and Teresa. And we haven't even said nothing about them. Like even a wrong way, right way. This was her chance, Ginger's chance for us to come attack her. And I told Teresa, nope, let's not do it. Nope. And then the Dave Kimber shit happened. So go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, this is more of him and her being on this panel. Now, this is not the 8-hour live that was done. This is Dave and Ginger on Dave's panel. And they think that we're mad because she privated that 8-hour live, which I don't care that she privated it or not. But here's this.
What's this about? I mean, I've heard things about Cass works behind the scenes as well. She claims she's an innocent one, and then she's in with Dorothy.
Well, yeah, I mean, we've heard her several times say what? She doesn't do that stuff, and she doesn't talk that stuff, and, doesn't talk to anyone. And then, what was it? Dorothy said something a while back about how they talk on the phone all the time.
Yeah, that was in Candy's live.
Talk to her. Who's lying there? I don't know.
I never pause it. I never said I never went behind the scenes. What I said, I don't work behind the scenes. I don't sit there and have group chats, or I don't go to someone and be like, hey, this, that, and third. We literally talk about life. And there's only a few of them. And I've said this 100 times through my lives is, yes, I reached people out. When me and Teresa first got into it, I had nobody. So I reached out to Tam and Alicia. That's exactly what I said. But I'm not going to sit here and say I work behind the scenes. I don't work behind the fucking scenes. I talk about my issues, my problems. And then the people who I did reach out to, you don't think the other side didn't talk shit either? Come on, man. Working behind the scenes, what is the definition of working behind the scenes? For me, what working behind the scenes is going some real life on somebody. Figuring out where to find them and how to look them up. Did I look people up? Yes, I did. I'm fucking human. Because if I'm getting attacked, but I have never, and I was still to my grave, I'll take this to my grave, and there was a Bible in front of me, God will strike me dead, that I didn't go on Ginger shit. Looked her up and looked through her pictures and her kids and shit. Fucking weird. I don't do shit to people that I wouldn't want it done to me. And if they want to take snips and snaps of my videos, fucking go for it. You keep taking them down. So I never. Have I reached out to Dorothy? Yes. Have I reached out to Alicia? Yes. Have I reached out to Granny? Yes. And I reached out to Granny when I was her supporter in the beginning. And Granny knows as much as I know that she was in Kim and Crafton's fucking chat and said, hey, Cass, hey, Manic, or because at the time I was Recovery Fam 21. Hey, I've been worried about you. Reach out on me on Facebook. Or email me. And I couldn't find her email, so I looked up her on Facebook. And I couldn't find her on Facebook. And I told her, I kept telling her in her chat that I've been emailing you, blah, blah, blah. And I care and I'm worried about you. They took that like I was being a psycho. Like, no, I'm not a psycho. Like, I might have my moments, but I'm not crazy like that over a fucking YouTuber. Come on, man. And have I reached out to Kim and Crafton? Yes, about Miss Portland. Because that was at the time when Miss Portland said I got her drunk. And at that time, Miss Portland was close to Kim and Craffen, and Miss Portland made a video saying I got her drunk, and that at that time that she told Kim and Craffen what was going on, and she said Kim told me I was not allowed in her chat no more. So I was reaching out to Kim. I still got all these fucking emails, every last fucking one of them. I got fucking Tam on Messenger. I blocked her. I got all those. I don't have nothing to fucking hide. And even Ginger comes out of her mouth, says, well, Cassie already told her about her life. There's nothing to really look up. You still looked up my fucking life, you dumb bitch. And now I called you out. Fucking weirdo. Carry on.
Everything she's saying is true. I'm talking about
hasn't
Manic.
fucking changed.
Everything Manic's saying is true.
I still got my fucking emails from that. Okay, so I looked Jessica up, couldn't find her because at that time everybody was attacking her. I reached her out 3 fucking times. Maybe 3 or 4, I'm not sure. And they said that I was acting crazy. Because I went in chats and I riled the fuck it up. I wanted to make it about me because I'm fucking selfish. Yeah, sure did. I wanted to fucking have people go against Teresa. Sure fucking did. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I'm fucking human. You're in a drama community. And how's she going to sit there? Everybody's doing their own lives, trying to grow their own channels. Bitch, you're the one who keeps talking about me. You want to get other people involved for fucking what? Poor Candy shouldn't even be a part of this. Dave. And it's funny, if I was a married fucking woman, I wouldn't be talking about putting fucking chocolate on my tits and putting it in the freezer while your husband ate them. Who the fuck talks like that? And you're talking to another man about it. I don't care how bad me and Thomas' relationship was or whoever fucking told you about our relationship. I don't even care. You could say all kinds of shit. We were on drugs. He fucking beats me. All this shit, go for it. But at the end of the day, I know what's real and I know what it is. And Dave, you can call me a fucking fat ass, but keep my fucking stepdaughter, even the word itself, out of your fucking mouth. Keep smoking your fucking pipe, my dude. Go ahead. My story hasn't changed at all. At all. I've been saying the same shit since fucking January.
Excuse me.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Your story, please. I mean, if you're gonna lie,
What's this? I mean, I've heard.
Never lied.
Hang on, I've got part 2 of this.
She's in with them.
There might have been some things they might have been some things that I've held in and not spoke about. That's the difference. But me lying about stupid shit like YouTube, no. I did say I'm not about the drama. The drama sincerely mean going real life and doxing and all that shit, children. I'm not about that. But this shit, I'm about. You're not going to sit here and make me look like I'm a psycho and I want attention and this and that and that and this. And then that's not the case. Because, Ginger, what the fuck are you doing? You talk about me, but what the fuck are you doing? Right? Am I fucking wrong here? Like, put a 1 in the chat if I'm fucking being serious. Like, what the fuck are they doing? It's called attention seeking. That's what you guys are doing. You put your side of the story, I put my side of the story. How about that? Just they got more platforms to get on. Detective Tick, whatever the fuck. Turtle. Fucking Mama Knows Best. Granny. Dave's. Candy's. They got all that mess. That's a whole ass mess. Whole ass mess. Go for it. They already did what they did to me. I put my names out there. Great. They put pictures of me out there. Great. They probably looked up to every platform and pictures that I have. Weirdos. I mean, what else? You talked about me. You talked about how my mother, a daughter, all that shit. You even found you even looked up trying to figure out where I lived at and had a map to a picture of an outside house. Weird. And I'm gonna tell you, if you go to that house or try to do anything to the house, I feel bad for you.
I mean, if you could lie, at least be good at it.
Oh, Dorothy's not a very good liar, though, is she? I mean, one minute she says she bought her a mobile phone, and somebody called her out was it a few weeks ago, before she had this, where she could take the incident. She had to find the money for rent or something. So, I mean, if you your own place, don't pay rent. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Well, it depends. If it's a mobile home, you do. If it's a lot rent, you may own a mobile home, but if you live in a mobile home park, you have to pay. I mean, if you're gonna lie, these people.
Now, my question is, what business is it of theirs whether Dorothy owns her house or she's paying rent on it? And they had a long conversation about that.
And why
But I
are they
didn't-
even talking about her? That's the question.
Exactly. Okay. This is where Ginger was talking about Natasha, and they were saying that we've got low IQs. Should I play it or?
Yeah, because you went on to Natasha's live last night and she explained. So I feel like this is a lie. So you can go ahead and go ahead. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna see that she ever modded for Natasha or
Oliver, I've been in Natasha's camp. I was in a camp. You know, I was in somebody else's before that. I've been on both sides of the coin, so I've seen it. You know, I don't have anything. It sounds bad, but it's like I'm not as anti her, but I'm not for her either. It's like I don't really honestly care like about that person. Does that sound horrible?
No, it didn't sound horrible. Oh, and Mrs. P, apparently she made a
Oliver,
Okay, hang on. I've got part 2 here.
that.
Dubs of Natasha's was sucking it all in. That was less than an hour ago.
Okay, well, I've seen these tricks played before when I was out there, when I was in the camp myself. And what happens is a lot of things are misconstrued from place to place, from channel to channel, right? I noticed that there was a certain subset, let's say, of people going to other creators' channels in their chats or watching the chats for her. And those people would come back and report back and say, this person said this. And I started going over there and looking at it, and I'm like, that person didn't say that. You know what I mean? Because I'm a big proponent for the truth. You know? I don't care if I'm your friend, but if you're
Dubs of
Okay.
Natasha's
We're not done yet. There's more.
And I'm sitting there and looking at it. And I'm like, that person didn't say that. You know what I mean? Because I'm a big proponent for the truth. You know, I don't care if I'm your friend, but if you're lying, I'm going to call you on it, right? Because you're not going to evolve as a person if I'm just going to say, oh, it's okay for you to do that, right? It's okay for you to do that. No, that's not how it works. Will I call them out publicly? No, I will say behind, hey, listen, that's one way I will go behind the scenes and tell that person directly to them, it's not cool. That's not right. You know, I don't want to call you out on this publicly, but, you know, you might want to watch what you're doing, you know, or, you know, behave accordingly. I don't know. Anyway, so I would see this going on where it was basically just people stirring shit. Maybe they're looking at it, and I'm like, that person didn't say that. You know what I mean? Because I'm a big proponent
hang
of the
on.
truth.
We've got a part 3.
Proponent, you know, or, you know, behave accordingly. I don't know. Anyway, so I would see this going on where it was basically just people stirring shit. Then I was also noticing her watching and saying something was said in other chats that wasn't said. That she was actually looking at them and twisting them herself. And I was like, wow, I'm just going to step back. I'm going to dip. I call it a dip out. If someone's like sketchy like that, I'm dipping out. I slowly take one step out and start to dip, you know, or, you know, behave accordingly. I don't know. Anyway, so I would see this.
There's another part here. If you guys remember right, I was telling you about this last night. Here we go.
On it. I call it a dip out. If someone's like sketchy like that, I'm dipping out. I slowly take one step out and start to dip. I did that with T's channel. I slowly started to dip. And I wasn't trying to do it because to be mean. It's because I had my own thing. I call it a dip out. If someone's like,
there's more.
Sketchy like that, I'm dipping out.
These are short clips because that's the only way I could get them. Okay, this is on a different panel. And I think because what I'm trying to show you is this girl goes from panel to panel to panel to panel talking all of this crap. And once you hear this, you'll probably know whose panel it is. But check this out.
Yeah, we talked about you. Yeah, we know you. Yeah. But the worst thing, like I said, the worst thing she could call me, oh my gosh, was a flip-flop of B, because I actually stuck up for Mandy a couple of times, and that's so be it.
You are a fucking flip-flopper.
Go and get someone who's in a delicate position at the time. You know, I'm gonna say something. Leave the girl alone. Leave this person alone. If they're in a place where they're not feeling their best, they can't fight back.
Can I talk a little bit?
Oh, is Kelly in here?
Yeah, click the link. Talk.
Yeah, we talked about you.
Okay, there's another part.
And let me make
Now-
you clear, when I show you guys these screenshots, I got Teresa's downloaded too, but it goes hand to hand when me and Teresa was fighting, and this is around time me and Teresa was fighting, and this was all in Turtle's chat. You're going to see, and I'm going to tell you guys how many pages. I'm about to tell you right now. Hold on, give me a minute. Oh, it doesn't tell me. But, 33 pages of comments that Ginger made about me. 30, sorry, because 3 of them are not doing well. But, I'm going to show you, I'm going to share my screen and show you all, like, so you guys don't think I'm lying. So you guys will know. So after this, that's what I'm going to show you. And this is at the time it got really bad. When Tick was like constantly attacking me. And that's when Teresa got upset. And I think this was at the time that they were kind of like pushing Teresa away, just using her for her information. So, but she thought at this time they were her friends. So, go ahead.
All right, you guys, whoever was in her chat whenever I was on her panel last night, you remember she doesn't know Ginger. Ginger was only over there for one episode, or that true crime, and Ginger talked about her daughter or something like that. Listen to what Ginger says. She's talking about Natasha right here. Listen to what she says. And they're in Sagittarius, just Sagittarius. That's the chat that she's in.
And this is not sticking up for Natasha at all. But when I left there, I was there for, I want to say 7 or 8 months. When I left there, yes, there were people following around screenshotting, right? But I left there with that, I wasn't speaking a lot on them. I just squeaked out of there and thought, that's so toxic mess, right? But, so, yeah, did I get screenshots here and there and her say something? Yeah. But I was like, it was nothing compared to when you leave Dot. Mm-hmm. She became 10 times as bad as leaving Natasha Cooper. Yeah. And that's sad, because I had left Natasha Cooper and she didn't go as hard on me. Mm-hmm. So it's I think with her say she and this is not sticking up.
Okay. 7 or 8 months. Don't you think that if she was in her camp for 7 or 8 months, she would have remembered her?
No shit.
She don't even know the girl.
She don't even know the girl. She's like, Natasha was like, does she got red hair? And you're like, yeah. And she's like, oh, she was in, true crime for, she talked about her daughter running away, and that was it. That's how she knew Ginger for that one time, because she was talking about how her daughter ran away from home and found her. Huh. Fucking makes sense, doesn't it? This is the thing. I'm going to tell you, and I said this story plenty of times, when I was on that side, the other dark side, you know what I mean? I said I left Natasha. I left Natasha because I made a comment in her chat, and one of her mods cut me off. So I got pissed. And I was like, this is bad. Fuck you. And then I went and then I did the research. And I did what most people did, is follow the crowd. That's how that happened. And then when I started sitting back and watching and actually giving, after being on her lives and cussing her out and shit like that, I started sitting back and watching and seeing And I said, oh, this is bullshit. So I weaned myself away from Granny and all them. And I sat back and I said, oh, now I see. Now I see the bullshit. They all attack each other. They all backstab each other. They all fight. I mean, it keeps it going, the money going for them. And then all they
Yeah.
bitched about PayPal pools or how much she's making. And we see where the jealousy is set in. And who wouldn't want to make that much money a week? I mean, I would. But that's her hustle. That's what she does for her family. That's the reality part of it. We could sit here and pout about it. But in all reality, that's how she makes her money for her family and herself. And she does help the community in ways she can. Um, I know that for sure. Uh, so at the end of the day, it is what it is. Like, no one knows who Ginger and Dave is. People know Candy from Shy Grandma or whatever that her name was at that moment because she was part of the NC. She was in the community for a minute. Things like that. And I really was trying to protect Candy from all the shit. And when I took her wrench away, I took most of my mods' wrenches away because I was shutting my channel down. No one knew, but I was shutting it down because my YouTube is not my life. I don't want it to be. Look what causes the effects of the mental health part if you're on YouTube for a period of time. It makes you kind of crazy because you want to know who's saying what and where they're going and who's this. Like, I'm happy I don't know most of the shit. That's why I didn't know most of the shit that was going on here with myself and Teresa. I didn't know. I just started knowing shit this past month. And it's here and there, but it's getting a lot more because now Teresa and I are on attack mode. Like, the thing is, these were Teresa's friends at one point. She didn't know Dave. But Ginger and Turtle and Tam, they were her friends. And because Teresa didn't want the issues, she reached out to me to tell me and did the right thing. And then they made fun of her voice, made fun of her looks, made fun of whatever they could to hurt her because they know that's what hurts her because that's why she opened up to them. And it's sick. It's not funny because I know, Ginger, you've said this a lot of times, sweetheart, that you got sick over the YouTube shit. And you're doing it because now you're part of a community, right? Now people talk to you, right? Now you want to talk shit. Same goes for Dave. Same goes for this person, right? That's how it goes. That's how things happen. So that's reality. That's like high school bullshit. You go in high school, you're a brand new kid, you don't know what's going on, then you find your people, now you're turning into these people, right? This is what you got to be this certain way to be a part of that community. So that community over there is talking shit and doing weird shit. And there's some dark shit that's going on over there. And these people are involved. And then they sit here and talk about me, how I sit here. Listen, I'm not up here talking shit because of Natasha and Dorothy, right? Okay, that's well known. You guys keep saying that. No, it's not. I'm not talking shit. I'm fucking speaking facts, okay? And whatever you do to me and Teresa, okay, and I'm going to make this very known. Whatever you do to me and Teresa is going to come 10 times bad on you because God don't like ugly. God don't like it. That's why you're all tearing down and you guys are trying to figure out who to pick on and you're bored and stuff like that. You didn't see that we were reacting to any of your live videos, so you had to keep it going for us to react, and you got us. We reacting to you now, right? For tick for tat. But there has been a lot going on in my life that is none of your fucking business. The only people that knows in my life knows what's going on in my life. And if you want to talk how Teresa sits in her room while her husband this, you don't know what goes on between their relationship. You just know what you've been told or said. So you're going to go off based on that and use that as a fact. When clearly we're using your own fucking words. And we're not cutting it out to hear, well, you should have heard the conversation before that. Or you should have heard the conversation before that. This is why it was said like that. No, it's plain and fucking simple how it's said because I watched it. I watched it. It can't affect people. You have to be careful. Yeah, you got to be careful while you're online. And it's sad to say that YouTube got this place. So this is the time that she was in Are you done with the voice recordings, or you have anything to say?
I've got 2 more and then I'll be done. Yeah, one's 30 seconds and one's 59 seconds.
You can play them.
Okay, yet again, panel hopping. Here she is on another channel. And I don't have to say no names on this one because everyone's going to know. Hold your ears if you don't like the voice.
What?
Shut it off! I'm just kidding.
Okay. Guys, I know what she's doing. Right. Okay. She's striking all these channels.
They're talking about Natasha.
So that they will counter. And when you counter, you have to give your information. You have to give your legal name and your legal address and all that legal information. Now, if you give a false address or anything like that, it's a TOS violation. Probably when I done went and look at that overlay, I didn't see it. Okay, guys, I know what she's doing.
All right.
Right, okay.
Do it again.
She's striking all these channels so that they will counter. And when you counter, you have to give your information. You have to give your legal name and your legal address and all that legal information. Now, if you give a false address or anything like that, it's a TOS violation. Probably when I done went and look at that overlay, I didn't see it.
Okay. Here's the last one.
Actually totally in.
I think she thought Natasha was going to help her out. She talked about she was needing money for her husband or something, kind of like he was sick or something. Natasha helps people, he said, and she said that she's got proof Natasha was helping people that needed help, and I thought she might have been going over there for that. So I don't know, but I guess, more power to her, but she don't want to be in the drama. It looked like she wouldn't even be over there running that mouth.
Right?
She'd be the one crying.
I normally try to stay out of the drama. But
Hey, Salem.
that one. Always dipping her toes in it.
Yep.
All right, they were talking about me. Remember whenever I was saying that there's going to be a rumor going around that I said that if I was to go ask Natasha for money, I think that she would give it to us to help us for medical or whatever, and they twisted it.
Yeah.
Well, there's more stuff like this on the tubes that I haven't gotten to yet.
Well, we
Where
don't want to throw it all out there at one ham, you know.
but I'm not going to throw it all out there at once. I'm still going to hide some cards.
Yeah. So, so it's funny that how Ginger says she wants to stay out of the drama, but that's what blows me away. I kind of, and then she'll sit here and turn it and use it like to reflect off of me and say, well, Teresa and Cassie wants out the drama, so why are they doing? No, because we're reacting to your shit. We're trying to figure out why is it so. Here we are again in almost August, and it's happened back in April, May, March, April, May. Well, April, yeah, February, March, April. This is when it all happened. The last couple recordings were these past couple weeks or so. They're still talking about it since, and I just don't get it. And between that, I was gone. Between that, I didn't even know what was going on. I popped in the chat here, and then I left. Once in a blue moon.
And you guys, I'm looking for this one too, but I'm going to go ahead and say this because I already said it. I don't know who this person is, but we used to see icy hypocrites around the tubes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, icy hypocrites evidently went to a Facebook page and took a screenshot and put it on their page. And it was a screenshot of Ginger giving out her full legal name and had a picture of Ginger's daughter on there. But you can't tell what the daughter looks like, so she wasn't exposed because she had white paint stuff all over her face with black marks. Looked like it might have been a Halloween type thing.
Mm-hmm.
But Cassie and I are being accused of being icy hypocrites.
No.
And I don't even know who
the funny part is I know who runs that.
I don't know.
I do. And it's not
Teresa.
It's not me or Teresa at all. That's the best part of this. So here's in my mail right here is the documents right here. I have a Ginger, so you guys think I'm like freaking being doing. This is the part where Teresa and Ginger was friends at this time. And these are the timestamps, and this was in one of Turtle's videos. So I had timestamps next to it, and this is where she talks about Thomas called her a bitch when her sister died. She talks about she's not about drama. She talks about that I'm delusional and all this shit. So, yes, Irvin, I print just clap back, blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to get where. Okay, hold on. You're going to see how much this girl lies. Grandma Book, I agree. GW is handling things so well. I respect her and empathize with her profoundly. And then she said, hold up, I thought her channel was always drama. She's talking about me. When your brain is fried and has the consistency of melt Swiss cheese, there is no logic. Huge lie speaks unjust for us 4 times a week. Every day she goes live. She can't go a whole live without talking. Plus, she can run to the platform spewing hate and had made up delusional stories, panels up, and plays victim while cracking and making nasty digs. And the crazy part is that I've only been on a few panels at that time. And she's probably talking about Amanda's, and Alicia's. And this is the time I was going at Granny for talking about me, how I was a mother or whatever. But this is how much this lady lies. Okay? And at this time, they're hearing my live. Teresa, if I'm correct. You guys were listening to my live. Turtle was listening to what I was saying on the other side. And this is pretty much what was going on. She
Yeah.
said Me Too screenshot of her and her pals make nasty digs and says nothing, shake my head. Well, it gets her what, like 5 chatters smack talking on us who don't know us. She needs to bully bigger channels for clout if that is the big reason. Okay. So at this time, nobody knew about the back scenes between the screenshots that they were all having about me or Thomas. Okay. I think I give it maybe 3 weeks to a month after all this happened. This is when Teresa reached out. So this has had to be in March. Plus, she loves emailing everyone, claiming she's a victim, all behind the scenes, but we better not defend ourselves, huh? So this right here, Ginger. Plus, she loves emailing everyone, claiming she is a victim, all behind the scenes, but we better not defend ourselves, huh? So you're telling me and Teresa can't defend ourselves now? But you guys can't. She didn't even start her platform until mid-December. She told me, and when I started my platform in December, her contact was calling out Mama Knows Best, Miss P, and T for like 2 months. No, I called out Mama Knows Best probably once, Miss P a couple of times, and yeah, it was about Teresa most of the times. Yeah, she started on Jess to clicks and views, and because Jess avoids being stuck into other people's issues, Jess had enough on her plate. That's not what happened. I fucking left Jessica. In one of her live videos, didn't she say, Teresa, point blank, Jessica said, I don't know what happened to Manic. I don't know what I did to her. All herself and her mods, I don't know. We thought we did good for her. They didn't even fucking know what was going on until I snapped. Okay. Interesting didn't stop him for calling me a bitch and calling me out the same day my sister died. Real man there, shake my head just. And that's funny because when he did do that, the next day he apologized. Because he didn't know her sister died. We didn't know her sister died. She smeared us daily when we were gone for almost 2 weeks. We left due to the bullshit and she couldn't leave it be. And Teresa up to this day said, well, you know what, Cassie? I'm the one who, I apologize. Because people were coming back to me about the same shit. So this is all a bunch of lies. And even all I offended colognes for their losses was concerned about their well-being. This is all about me and Thomas. I don't have time for inclination to go real life. Bullshit. Stop making false allegations and occasions and get some help for your paranoid, delusional behavior. She always calls me that. Paranoid or delusional. And when me and Teresa talk, now Teresa sees what the hell I was talking about. Flesh fights are naughty toys. They were talking about some toys in the thing. Fucking weird. She's always talking about sex. How we would even know who her subs are or their email sounds like you have a guilty conscience, girl. She keeps saying I've been in all these emails. I have all of them. For another, we are lazy with emailing. Ask Case and Mo. I am lazy about emailing people. Bullshit. I haven't figured out live stream yet. I got no clue how to do half of the stuff I've been accused of. Bullshit. There is so much negativity going on in the world, and we all need positivity and love. So why do you continue to keep this going? So this is all in one live, guys. Yeah, Cassie can run panel to panel smearing us all. Teresa, what is she doing?
Who's running from panel to panel?
It's talking about me. This is back then. I'm just
Right.
showing you what. Just let Cassie talk about what she's comfortable with. We didn't run around emailing people or dragging people into our Scrabble because it isn't anyone's business. Not what the email said, not what the group chat said. Never happened. How would we know who subs are on emails? How? We didn't run chat to chat spamming people, chats and emails trying to incite people to come after us. I never incited anybody. I was talking about one or two people. Going on Peanut dragging us by name is acceptable and change behavior. Well, Ginger, you dragged me for about 8 hours with Teresa and tried to use initials.
Yeah.
And then said Cassie. Slipped up and said Cassie. I am responsible for what I say, but I should not be held accountable for what my friends say and do not deserve to attack for it. There it is. In your own fucking words, Ginger. See? See all this? Now I'm about to go all the way up to show you guys. All about me in one fucking night. I'm just saying. Teresa, you were nothing like that. You only had 5 pages.
I'm glad. I'm glad of that.
And you weren't really, you were yelling at me. You were like, stop lying! That's what you preach!
I was yelling at you.
All you do is talk shit!
I remember that.
Stop talking shit! See what you mean? I'm like, what? And then I'm reading yours. I wasn't even worried. I was like, what? And then I read Ginger's. I'm like, damn, she got a lot to say about me. And she just, and the funny part, it's around the same time she emailed me, by the way. That email.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Hi, Moreau. Yeah. So I'm going to break this down, too. My turn. I just want to show you guys. Like, that's why I was such a nutcase because of this shit. Okay, go to library. History.
It was bad. I've got screenshots of her, and I do have all of my conversations too, everything that I said, of her saying, well, would you like, she said, you need to stop or I'm going to go into your criminal background and I'm going to bring out everything that I can bring out about you. And I'm also going to bring out everything that you did to Cassie and Thomas. Well, Cassie knows what I did. I went on Thomas's Facebook. But they're the ones that did the criminal background checks. They're the ones that did the Googling. They're the ones that did all of the dirty stuff that they did. But they think that I was weak. So that's why they were using me as a pawn so they could do their dirty work and blame it on me. And know that people wouldn't believe me, they would believe them. Well, here's the truth.
All right, hold on. I'm trying to get this video up. Give me a minute. That's off of Dave. So this is back in April, guys. This is when I kind of unmodded everyone. And I was I was slowly shutting my channel down. Because I had it good there for a minute. But here we go. Now this is about me taking their wrenches. So everybody knows. Let me know if you guys can hear it. Can you guys hear that? Teresa.
No, there's no sound.
Fuck, man. I don't want to play it. I mean, hold on. Maybe there's something fucked up. Wait a minute. Stop screen. Oh. Well, this has my name in it. I'm going to show y'all. This is from, I didn't even know this was brought. Manic and Dorothy, please come to my live. So here. We're going to do it like this. And that's my little message to them. All right.
You know, when I asked you yesterday what was the update on everybody and to see if you heard from Manic, and I jumped down from my live to go over to her live to support her.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Yeah, I popped over to her live as well.
Okay, well, there was people in our chat, you know, I went in there. First thing I see is I get my wrench removed. And then I go in and Manic's like, Candy, click that link. I need to talk to you. Backstage, do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, I remember saying to him that she wanted.
So this is at the time. This is at the time where, can you guys hear? Teresa, can you hear it now?
Oops. Yeah.
Okay. This is at the time where Dave kind of just didn't know what was going on, and Candy got her wrench taken. And like I said again, I took a lot of people's wrenches away at that time. All right. All over this. This is why I have a problem with Dave fucking Kimber.
Yeah, and hold on, Dorothy, I didn't know that was you. Said that I was talking shit on Manic Extremes. Well, anyways, I'm like, because the only thing I asked you that had Dorothy's name in it, what happened between Dorothy and Jer, because I've been out of power. We just got our power on yesterday or the day before, late last night. So I didn't know. Last time I knew, Dorothy and Jer were fine. And Dorothy, and you know, I didn't know all this. All I asked you was to explain to me because I was gone. And I didn't talk shit on, you know, I wouldn't do that.
See, the thing with this is Candy shouldn't even be involved. She said she reached out to me. At that time, I told people my phone number is down. I don't have it, so email me. I have never got an email. If anybody's been texting me at this time, please email me because I don't have my number.
I remember that.
Yep. And she never reached out to email. It was always, I don't know if she reached out through a text because I never got it because my phone was off.
I'm just typing something in private chat for you. I'm just passing you my email to get hold of me
Forget
when
people.
you need to.
Okay, but that's not what happened. All I asked was how Manic was doing.
Oh. Seems Candy has kicked herself off. How are you back again? Did you kick yourself off?
Can you turn the audio on for me, please? It feels a little more.
Now this is where Dorothy's about to come up on panel, and she's going to explain about me. And she didn't know that Candy was a wrench in my shit because Dorothy never really came into my chat at this time. I talked to Dorothy one-on-one, and you guys heard that screen recording that Teresa just had today that we put on here, how he was sitting there saying I was behind the scenes with Dorothy. We were never behind the fucking scenes, me and Dorothy. We were always talking about life and what's been going on and personal shit. So here's the proof with this.
And she tears into his ass.
So here we go.
Hello?
And I have to commentary to it, guys, because if not, they're gonna block this shit off too. So two of my videos came down because of them. And I'm not monetized, so it's not a real thing, but just two videos has what the truth is. So this might get down to.
Candy, can you hear us?
All I hear is TV.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, can you mute for a second, Dave, and let Dorothy say what she wants?
If you take that thingy off, because the what you put on the screen, so I can't. Oh yes, I can.
Dorothy.
Hi, Candy. How are you? Is that your first name?
What, Candy?
Oh, yeah.
No, it's just a nickname I got years ago.
Okay. How are you today?
I'm good.
Well,
we're glad the power's back on, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, that's a blessing. No power is a bitch. I brought up your last live because Dave was passing off false information. I didn't turn on anybody. I didn't turn on CJ. She turned on me, not me. She got angry over Alicia's panel because I corrected a lie she was telling. She didn't like that. So she ran over to Grant.
This is where, right, the video now where Dave and Ginger had a conversation saying that I worked behind the scenes with Dorothy and stuff like this. This is the point. This was like the next, I guess this video was like the next day or 2 days after when I took Candy's wrench and kicked Dave out of my chat. Like took his wrench and kicked him out. I don't even think he knew yet. I don't know. But this is about to give you all the answers, the truth of everything. Because in Dave Kimber's to respond to is up, the video up. It's two different stories. I don't know if the chat's up, but Candy was in that chat and really didn't say much. And I told Candy, this has nothing to do with you. This has nothing to do with you. This doesn't even have nothing to do with you. But I want to prove that this is a fucking lie because they're in her ear saying, oh, it's because of Dorothy and Natasha. And they see me in Dorothy's chat all the time because I'm a mod. And on top of that, I'm a supporter. Because she put up Candy's video, and I remember that. It wasn't because of that. It wasn't because of what Dorothy was saying. I was just protecting her. But, okay. So here it is.
Granny's, thinking she was hurting me, but she didn't take into account the fallout that was going to happen after the fact. That's on her. That's on my fault that she did that. She gets angry and she doesn't think. That's her. I didn't do that. Secondly, as far as Jura, I didn't turn on her either. She's the one that pulled up Lori Life Happens, CJ's bestie, to drag me for hours. A live that I was supposed to be on, that my internet went down. And instead of just saying we'll come back as soon as her internet's back up, she continued on and she didn't even stick to the plan we had in place, which was to discuss other things. It was never supposed to be an open panel where it was Drag Dorothy night. She turned
Yeah, Dorothy, I didn't know any of it. I just got my power back on. So I didn't know I wasn't talking shit on you. Wasn't talking just shit on anybody.
No, I didn't hear you.
All I asked Dave was, can you give me an update? Because he said that you and Jared were no longer friends. That's the only thing he said. And then he just explained it and I dropped it. I didn't mention your name. I'm not here to fight with you. I have no reason to be what everybody wants me to be.
No, I understand that. But if you go back and listen to yourself, you're like, I support and I watch. And then you mention specific channels. You don't even include me. And then you just went along with whatever Dave's version, which was not accurate, of what transpired.
So this is where Dorothy's explaining her, like, the things you do say, they do come wrong. So that's that. You'll see.
And this video was 3 months ago.
This is in April.
Or it was in April. The clips that I showed you where him and Ginger are still saying that she was working behind the scenes were 2 days ago. So they're still saying that her and that Dorothy and Manic is working behind the scenes.
We're not. And we're not. I'm mostly worried about her is her health and asking how she's doing. I don't talk to YouTube like that. I don't even care what others, what I care about is, and like I said when I came back, I said, if I ever talk about a certain situation, I'm going to show proof on it. It's mine and Teresa's proof. This is what it is. And now all the pieces and puzzles are coming together. So anything they say, it's going to be a lie because they're covering their asses. All right.
Between Jura and I and CJ and I. That's not what happened. I did not turn on them.
Well, that's my fault, Dorothy, because I didn't know, I didn't know what was going on. Because when I lost power, you and Jared were okay,
Yeah. Well, I wish it never happened, but it obviously did happen. And she could sit there and play innocent. She keeps making videos and tagging me. So, of course, I'm going to clap back. She's not being completely transparent. She keeps tagging my channel when she makes those little short videos. I mean,
and the video that you gave to Manic was a while back ago.
I gave a video to Manic. Wait, I don't know what you're talking about. I gave a video to Manic.
Or a video that I was talking shit.
I never gave a video to Manic.
Okay, then I missed it. Okay, I thought that's what you said. I apologize.
So you see there how big of a rumor that shit gets in her ear. She said, Manic said something about a video that Dorothy told me that Candy talks shit. That never when I heard this part, I'm like, what? Dorothy never told me that. So who's in Candy's ear? Just my point.
Apologize.
No,
Or whoever did.
no. Manic has nothing to do with this. The only thing that Manic got brought up about was that Dave just mentioned that she had a rough couple of days, and that's true. She has had a very rough couple of days.
Okay, but someone told Manic I was talking shit.
So yeah, I did had a rough couple days, a rough week or so. It's nobody's concern, but I did at that point, and that's where I started getting off. I was starting having my mental breakdown. I was starting to freak out a little bit about some things. That's where everybody was coming and attacking me at once. So this is where I was slowly letting people go. I protect Candy from the shit. I let Dave go. I started slowly unmodding everyone. And I'm allowed because it's my channel. So it's just something they wanted to talk about.
Well, it wasn't me, because you didn't. As far as I heard, you didn't.
I mean, I'm not that kind of person. I'm a kind person.
Yeah, I can tell. It's just unfortunate that Dave would use your panel as an opportunity.
She did not. Did you hear that, Teresa?
Yeah. Yeah, I heard it. I'm listening.
No, she was like, I'm a good person. And Dorothy was
She's like, yeah.
I could tell.
I could tell, yeah.
Um,
You missed it. Hold on, I'm about to redo it. All right.
Yeah, I can tell.
Hold on. All right, here we go.
Nothing to do with this. The only thing that Manic got brought up about was that Dave just mentioned that she had a rough couple of days, and that's true. She has had a very rough couple of days.
Okay, but someone told Manic I was talking shit.
Well, it wasn't me, because you didn't. As far as I heard, you didn't.
I mean, I'm not that kind of person. I'm a kind person.
Yeah, I can tell.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make fun of that, but that was funny. Did you hear that, Teresa? Teresa!
I'm here.
Teresa!
I'm on mute so that there won't be no noise. But yeah, I'm listening. I did hear it.
Okay. There you go.
It's just unfortunate that Dave would use your panel as an opportunity. I gave him the link last night. He could have hit it and come up and talk to me. He didn't want to. I don't usually deal with just subscribers like this because it's not a fair fight. Like, to go after a subscriber from a panel is not okay, in my opinion. But when he took your panel and started saying things that weren't true, then I have to respond. Unfortunately, it happened.
Okay, but that's between you and Dave. That ain't between me and you, or.
Well, what I did was show your panel and do commentary. And unfortunately, it did happen on your channel.
No, I'm gonna give Manic some time and then I'll talk to her. But I invited Dorothy up here and
Why is she
Manic.
upset? Manic's upset with you?
So let me make this clear. For this reason, no one knew what the hell was going on because it wasn't a big deal. Because there was nothing really going on but in my personal life. So I'm going to speed it up a little bit, and we're going to go through about me, and then if you guys want to watch it, it's under questions, and it's back in April. But I'm going to stop. We're going to
It
go
wasn't
more.
nobody's business.
It was nobody's business what I was going through. And it's not, I'm sorry if they took offense for me taking their wrench and pushing them out. I guess maybe, Candy, I did say you were talking shit, but maybe there's a reason why I said that. I don't know. And I've apologized plenty of times to you. So, but yeah, whatever. But anyway, I'm going to speed this up a little bit. It's a little bit more about me, and then it's Dorothy and Dave, and I'm not trying to hear that. So here.
I guess so, yeah.
Well, I have all the texts from me and Manic. We don't even mention you. We don't even mention YouTube. I'm talking to her, woman to woman, just making sure she's okay as a mom and as a woman, as a wife. That's it.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
So there's the truth of me and Dorothy don't work behind the scenes. And believe me, if we worked behind the scenes, I feel like Dorothy would say that I worked behind the scenes with her.
That at all, you know.
Well, if somebody told her that, I don't know who it would have been. Because I didn't hear you talking anything bad about her.
Because all I did was ask how she was doing, honestly.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make it fucking clear, Candy. I was protecting you because of what I was going through and what was coming up with me, them attacking me.
Yeah, that's what you asked. And then Dave just said she had a rough couple of days, which was truthful. She has had a rough couple of days. Nobody mentioned her in a negative light.
Okay, but you know, Dave's my mod, and I met Dave through in your chat and in Manic's chat, I believe. But Dave was a supporter of yours too, so I thought he would be a good mod for me, starting off.
I really don't understand what Dave's point of view is on anything, because he obviously was in my chat a supporter, right? And now all of a sudden he's anti-Natasha and she deserves to be removed off of YouTube.
And that's the thing. Dave showed up in my chat out of nowhere, became friends with me, and now he's in all this shit. So I don't really know what's really going on.
I mean, you were supportive of Natasha, and then your most recent live, your tone had changed. If you go to your live 2 weeks ago.
Well, I know that I supported NC, but I've been gone for a while, a very long while. I'm not here to bash NC.
Yeah, I know. But it's just whether you like her or not, and I know people have mixed feelings about her, she didn't deserve to lose her platform, her channel.
And this is where I get to about they hear something and they go with it all the time. I look at all sides, and I do. But if you're not the one trying to show me all sides and you believe I should see all sides, then I'm not going to care about all sides. And that's just the truth. And if you're my true friend or supportive or you cared about me, none of this would be fucking going on. People just want to be fit in, have some friends, and go on with the float of the boat. Pretty much be on the boat, go with the flow, and deal with the consequences later. And that's what a lot of do. And they don't understand the people who are on that boat floating, how they are affecting other people that truly cared and wanted the best for them or that person. It's really sick behavior.
Channels. That was her livelihood. It's how she supports her family. So
yeah, well,
to Twitch. They chased her over to Twitch and started flagging her channel for hate speech against, and I don't know all the initials, the gay trans community.
Yeah, I know what that is, yes.
So, I mean, that right there should show you that they are targeting her. They're following her, no matter, and they even got one of her lives from Facebook shut down. Mass reporter.
Well, I think that's where it ends, and then they get into the Natasha, and then Candy be like, "Well, I'm bringing Dave up," so that's that. But right there, and then I wrote under it, I wrote this as a comment for April, May, June, July, 3 months later, and said, "Now I see what the real issue is. Like I said 100 times, you can reach out to me, but you run off with them. You heard and run and believed. Dave Kimber, you had no part in this, and now I see and why. Candy Girl, I know you cared, but what they are telling you isn't true. This is around the time I have shut my channel down and moved on because of other shit and I had going on in real life. But no one reached out, and I even said my phone got shut off at this time also. And I said whoever texts message me, just email me. That's the truth. YouTube isn't my life, and my life had a lot going on. Just like she had plenty of times she said that she had to get off because her Wi-Fi or things were going on in her life. This shouldn't even be a thing. So at the end of the day, the pieces are starting to connect in the puzzles, and at the end of the day, it's based on rejection, reflection, jealousy, gaslighting, because hurt people. They were hurt because I took their fucking wrenches away. But I come first no matter what in my life. I had a lot going on at that time that it wasn't anybody's fucking concern. And I'm not sitting here saying what was going on in my life was right, because it wasn't. But it's no one's concern why I took everyone's wrench. And I asked if anybody wanted to be a wrench, come back and wrench. But at that time, everybody was talking shit about me. Everybody was part of whatever they had going on. So, that's that. Do you have anything else you want to say, Teresa, or about that video?
No, it's all out there. I mean, they wanted us to come up with proof, so there it is. Not that they're going to believe it, but and just remember, we've got more proof than that. We've got more cards.
And then
play them all.
The 8-hour live with Ginger and Dave is gone. She privated it, so we couldn't go back to it and try to get a little bit of the conversation before and after, so I could have posted on here and do it. But there is a lot more that I have to show at that area in that part what was happening. Now they can take this and say, you know what, fuck, okay, I was wrong. Let me email them both, or email Cassie, or email Teresa, and just say, hey, my fault, and leave it alone. But after this point, if there's more shit going to be popped up and more past shit, I'm going to bring more shit up. And that's just what it is.
Yep.
That's the end of it. Like, my one laptop had a lot of shit in it, right? And I accidentally broke it because I tripped over the cord and it broke. So I didn't have the time to download it because I didn't think my laptop was going to break. So there's some shit that I don't have anymore. But what I have now I sent it all to my email. So now, in case something does happen to this laptop,
Right.
to my email.
And, you know, just so everyone knows, we are not the ones that broke the truce, Dave. You and Ginger are, because that 8-hour live is what broke it. The screenshots, that was months ago. That was a long time ago. You guys won't let that go.
And then they made the excuse, because when I came back 3 weeks to a month, if you really listen, in respond to Dave Kimber's videos up, if you guys want to hear it. I'm trying not to give a view, but that's where it's all coming from. in that 8-hour live, they said the excuse from, and then yesterday morning was because 3 weeks to a month ago, I brought up Ginger 1 or 2 times, but I was saying my part to explain to people I'm coming back. This is why I left. There's reasons why I left, and I only brought it to my side of the story and brought names involved because I made it to the point, if I'm gonna talk about something, I'm gonna say their names. I'm not gonna be ashamed. I'm done doing them, they, her, he, she, did, be, diddy, do. I'm done doing that. I don't want to keep doing that anymore. And if I use initials, then what's the fucking point telling the story?
Right. And nothing bad was said. It was, so really that wasn't what they're doing. What they're doing is looking for an excuse to stir crap up again, because it's awful funny that we were gone for however many months it was. And then once they see me and you coming back in, all of a sudden this starts up. And it's bringing up everything that's happened in the past.
And
they won't let it go.
And it is true, because they're bored. They have nothing else to talk about, because like they said, everybody moved on, starting to grow their channels, doing their own thing. So because they see that we came around, and I wasn't even talking about them, they made it a point to talk about it. And at the end of the day, it's hurt. Reflection, gaslighting, all these things that Ginger talks about, she doesn't do.
Right. She says, well, I don't do this and I don't do that. Well, she's right in the middle of it.
And Dave, you have my email because you messaged me and said a long time ago, if you need someone to talk to or whatever, or if Thomas needs someone to talk to, here. And I didn't appreciate at all bringing my family involved with your mouth. This is only about me. This has to do with me. Not my stepdaughter, not Skylar, not Thomas. It has to do with me and Teresa. And that's it. You didn't have to bring her husband, Teresa's husband, up either.
Exactly. My husband is off limits. He don't even go on YouTube. He don't have nothing to do with YouTube. You have no business bringing my husband up.
Right. And that's that. Like, that'd be kind of sad if someone brought up, Dave's past or Dave's people or Ginger. You don't like when someone brings up your children or your husband. It's not right. And there was tons of times that people went on other people's panels and talked shit about my health, talked about Thomas's health, talked about Teresa's health, and diagnosing her and talking about her speech and how she sounds and stuff like that, when clearly they just want to see a reaction. And then when they get the reaction and they get the retaliation and they get the tit for tat, it's a problem. And they talk about me. Of all people, they talk about me, that I don't like drama and I'm doing this and I'm doing that, when all reality,
I gotta answer my phone.
Yeah, before I was a lost cause, right? This time I'm not. I took a lot of thinking and I sat back and realized that if I'm going to talk about something, I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to make sure there's names involved and make sure there's proof behind it. Because if not, and of course they're going to probably block my live or strike it or do whatever with it, that's fine. But I still going to have it. So if I wanted to play a part in it, I will. And
Well, I'm not going to get run over. I'm not going to let them run over me. And they think that maybe we were weak when we left. Well, guess what? The time that we were gone, we're strong. So,
And I believe Dave knows I have information. I have some shit. Because I put it on a live one day and said, look at all this shit I have, and just like that whole email thing really shocked me, really brought me back, because I'm like, this is how far, very far they can get. It's about me slicing someone's neck, children's necks, and killing them or something. And I'm like, wow, you're giving me all this, stuff that I'm capable of, and I can't even kill a fly. And it was really sick. Really sick. And it brought me back to like, is YouTube this serious? And that's what made me get off. That's where I started to really, because I was done going live for like a week or two when all this shit back to back was happening, if you remember, Teresa.
yeah.
I think when we started talking, that's where I started saying, fuck this. I'm done with YouTube. I erased everything, took my mods off, stuff like that. And for like a week and a half, I didn't come on live. I didn't go in chats. I didn't do anything. And then all of a sudden they stirred it up again, and back from back. That's where they put Thomas's background. That's where they put that email out. That's where they were having lives about me, and Ginger was starting to speak on her own behalf and all these things. And I'm just like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? You're just adding so much shit involved that doesn't even need to be involved.
They think that we don't have no proof, and we've got more proof than anyone could ever imagine. Where if they come up with their proof, they have to alter their proof and make it look like it was something that we did. Just like she altered that email. Oh, I didn't play that one. She's scared to email people now because she's afraid it's going to get altered. Well, Ginger, you're the only one that alters emails. You and Turtle are the only ones that alters crap, not us, because we've got the real shit. So come on.
In all reality, how are you supposed to heal from a situation when you can't fucking move on from it? Just that's the truth.
Exactly.
I don't know. It's just, there's some things that I don't have anymore, and I'm really upset about it, because it was really some good evidence, kind of, in a way. It was black and white pretty much of how this all started. But I got as much I have to, if I got to continue to put shit out there, I will.
Yeah.
And I got the video where she sat there and said I doxed her, and I went real life on her. Teresa, I got that video where I said her name. I just got to find it.
Well, whenever I had her and her husband on my channel doing a paranormal night, her husband doxed her.
No.
He called her by her name. But she wants to blame all the doxing on us. We've never doxed her.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to bring your fake proof, we've got the real proof that we'll bring. That's not cherry picked, as you guys would call it. So go alter everything that you want to alter and get caught again with your altering stuff, like you did the email.
Huh. Trace, I gotta tell you what message I just got.
What?
It's about to be like, ho 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 ho. Woo!
Uh-oh.
Keep fucking with me. Just saying. Keep fucking with me. Keep fucking with me.
Uh-oh.
Or I'm about to do a private chat.
Okay.
Let me know if you got it.
Oh. I got it.
Okay.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
Hold on.
Got it.
I'm on now that I'm doing. We showed proof. All right. So yeah, this is gonna be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And I even said that I messaged back and said just call me.
Okay.
The person I told him to call me, and because they're in an appointment right now.
Okay.
So I can give her the 411.
Yeah.
And I told her that most of everything going on anyways, because I've been gone. So, but yeah, I'm gonna call you after I get off here, so you know what's
Okay.
All right, guys, that's for round one. Ding, ding, ding. No, I'm just playing. August 11th at 3:15 p.m. I'm doing a murder case about Linda Sherman. She's a woman that killed her husbands and children. I think it's going to be very interesting. Make sure you check out the Facebook page of Man Extreme XM. Everything's in the About page if you need anything. Again, Helpful Hands is down. Something I got to verify, get things in order. So because I don't have a bank, it's a little bit different, I guess. So if you want to send anything, make sure when you send it, just say it's for the community and just send it to my PayPal. I hope everyone has a good day, good night, wherever you are. Stay true to yourself. Stay facts. No lies. And I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Bye, guys.